KDB. 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 KDB.
There's so much to be thankful for. Family, friends, food, and NFL football all week long. And DraftKings Sportsbook is keeping your Thanksgiving week full of action. New customers can bet just $5 on NFL action to score 150 instantly in bonus bets. No matter what your appetite, there's something for you. Money lines, parlays, props, live bets, and so much more. You name it, they've got it. I can't wait to see what my Cowboys do versus the Washington Commanders on Thanksgiving Day. So download the DraftKings Sports app now and use code VOCH, VOCH, VOCH. New customers can bet $5 on NFL Thanksgiving action to score 150 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL, using code VOCH, VOCH, VOCH. The crown is yours.
Beats Planet.
So you run the ads in the okay, so I'm about okay, so watch this guy. Okay, so I'm about to go on my intro in 3, 2. Hey, yo, Sky. Man, if I was trying to work for 2 companies, you know what I'm saying, the annual report came out for the 2 companies I was planning on working for. And one company was flourishing and they give all their people raises. They get insurance and shit, you know what I'm saying? They buy the employees new Benzes and shit. I said, damn, boy, I would love to go to that company. Then you go do an interview at the other one. They pass out ham sandwiches for lunch.
Well, come on inside and get yourself something cool to drink.
That's what they say to you at the door, like, come inside, right? They got lemonade and ham sandwiches. Scott, don't go to the company serving ham sandwiches for lunch, dog. Don't go to that. No. Boy, Darius Leonard said, and Scott, it's almost like the tone of the tweets was like, I'll make my decision. I'm going to watch football for the evening and I'll let you all know tomorrow. He saw one team have a smattering of a shootout. He saw one team that had an MVP candidate. He saw one team that was like, damn, boy, if they had a linebacker, you got 2 sides of the ball that match up. he saw one team get blown out terribly in all phases of the game. He said, I'm gonna rock with them. I'm gonna rock with them. I'm gonna rock with them. Darius Shaq Leonard. Man. He's an Eagle now, Sky.
Yeah.
And a part of me was feeling like I would feel terribly phony if I was like, oh yeah, I would love to have him on my team, but if he goes to the Eagles, he ain't no good.
Man.
Sky, that motherfucker can't cover, dog. That motherfucker can't run. What's wrong with his back, Sky? What's wrong with his back? What's wrong with his ankles and shit? Motherfucker had something wrong with his nerves or something. Hey, when you the ops, Sky. Broke back ass. Sky, you got something on buddy?
Nah, I put out a tweet, on Friday when Debo came up and was like, "You ain't gonna do shit." When he was behind Debo.
Yeah.
That's me to Darius Leonard. You ain't gonna do shit, man. Give a no more. He gone. He adopts. I don't care.
I wish he would line up against us this week, boy. I've been waiting to put a all-pro wide receiver on the linebacker that can't run all year.
We saw a little bit of that.
We saw a little bit of it, but damn it, this one got bad foots.
Hey, buddy.
What's up, y'all? I'm your host, man. We be in Point Guard about the best in the business. William Skywalker, Steele.
What's happening, Playboy? What's happening?
I'm not necessarily torn up by the Darius Shaq Leonard news.
No.
Because I thought there was two people anyway. It's just that, more so. And it's actually two sides of this guy. One, I didn't want Philly to get him, right? And that's the one thing I was mostly upset about. But then I felt a little relief out of this because I didn't want there to be a situation where I took Marquise Bell off the field. And I feel like Marquise Bell playing better than all these characters. So that is what that is. I don't even want to be here talking about Shaq Leonard, right? Because y'all already know Christian going to take this, pull it, rip it, and be like, Voch talks about Shaq Leonard for 40 minutes. Now, we done already. We got other shit to talk about that's much better. That's much more important than what we doing here, Sky. Now, Sky, what I really wanted to come here and talk about, man, let me get all my buttons ready. This ain't going to be a long soliloquy. This really going to be just a conversation between me and you because you my guy, and I trust your opinion, Sky. Dak Prescott got me in my feelings. And not even really in a way, I ain't even cutting the music on, Sky. We just about to talk. Not even in a way, you know what I'm saying, like that, because that sounds fun, like this man got me in my feelings, you know what I mean? But I was born in 92, Sky. I'm 31 years old. You was 31 when the Cowboys first won the Super Bowl.
Did you hear what I said?
So I missed all the good shit, but you was around for Raj and them, you know what I'm saying? So you lived top tier Cowboy land. You understand? When I was a little boy, deciding to be a Cowboy fan, and I had gone through the trials of my family. They're all Cowboy fans, and we just have black bar mitzvahs, I guess, to where we have to pass our trials to become men. All right, son, you're a Cowboy fan now. But when I'm a Cowboy fan, I got to deal with Quincy Carter and Vinny Testaverde and shit. You know what I'm saying? That those are my Cowboy quarterbacks, guy. Tony Romo shows up, but I wasn't really a seasoned Cowboy fan at the time. I wasn't an analyst. I didn't have a black belt in Cowboy analyst stuff, at the time when Tony Romo first came onto the scene. I just knew that he was a gunslinger because that's what the TV called him, Sky. I was a casual Cowboy fan. I was a teenager, I was busy trying to make my own mark in football. I had a shoulder pads and helmet on. I really couldn't, you know what I'm saying? Really, And then Tony Romo had like his best year, Sky. DeMarco Murray, scored however many touchdowns and 9 fumbles. I'm a huge Dez Bryant fan at the time. What I'm saying? I was around for T.O. a little bit, but Dez hit a little different, honestly. Offensive line, Cowboys offensive line came together as I was an offensive lineman, Sky. So you can imagine what that time period was like for me. And I would always find myself defending Tony Romo to my family members, right? Because Tony Romo was the best quarterback I had ever seen. I'm a Testaverde baby. I can see now why Aikman, Starback, people that lived through that, I can see why they would talk shit about Tony Romo, right? It's kind of like, if you're a rap fan in the 80s, you listen to KRS-One, you don't like Lil Wayne in particular, but I grew up with Wayne. That's all I know, right? Old ass motherfucker. You feel me? So Romo was my guy. I would always tell my dad, man, Dad, Romo would score 35 points just because the other team scored 38 and Tony Romo come in, you got to save our life and throw picks. That ain't Tony Romo's fault. That was my voice, Sky. And I thought Tony Romo was the best quarterback I'd ever seen. And if it's a Tony Romo fan that's in my chat right now and they in their feelings, I'm
Basically, fuck them.
because I love Tony Romo to pieces, Sky. He was my Wheezy. He was my Wayne. He was there when I was, you know what I'm saying? But this shit that I'm watching Rain Dakota Prescott do, Sky, I remember vividly, because my family's Saints fans. Half of them Cowboy fans, the other half Saints fans. We from the South. That's just what happens. And a few 49ers fans here, right? I seen them have Drew Brees, Sky, and I was like, damn, boy, I would love to have one of them. You know? Steelers fans had Ben Roethlisberger, not the young version of Ben Roethlisberger, where he would go to the playoffs and he was like 7 for 29 and a couple of picks, but his defense can't. Not that Ben. I'm talking about when Ben would go out and throw for 500 yards for no reason, just because he can do it. Ben and Antonio Brown, those guys. I was like, damn, boy, it'd be nice to have one of them, Sky. You understand what I'm saying? It'll be nice to have one of those Peyton Manning. Man, I seen Peyton Manning go out there and break Tom Brady record. I seen Tom Brady with Randy Moss throw for 50 touchdowns. Sky, I remember watching elite quarterbacks, Sky, going, damn, boy. Knowing Tony Romo wasn't one of them, but I was biased. I was a homer. Tony was my Wheezy, Sky. But Tony wasn't them. Tony wasn't them, Sky. I'm watching Dak Prescott, dog. Dak one of them. And I'm 31 years old, Sky. Like I said, I missed Troy and them. I was alive, but I missed it. I ain't know what I was Google Gaga and shit. I didn't know what that was. In my lifetime, with my antenna, Sky, I'm watching Dak Prescott play football. In the prime of his life, because I just happen to have noticed when quarterback, even Tony, when they turn 30, shit just get a little different, Sky. They got a different amount of games under their belt. They not just winning with talent anymore. They've been with one team for damn near a decade, and they just build rapport with their teammates and their coaches. And I'm watching Tony Romo, Sky. Pardon me, Dak Prescott, number 4. I'm watching Dak Prescott, Sky. This motherfucker comfortable. He throwing the spots. He getting Lamb going. He getting Cooks going. And the one thing that's the identifier of an elite quarterback is that you mold a tight end in your image.
Did you hear what I said?
All the great quarterbacks have great tight ends that they mold within their image. Sure, Jimmy Graham would have been great with Teddy Bridgewater. Sure. Julius Thomas, Sky, he would have been fine with a Matt Hasselbeck type character, Sky. But when those dudes pair with those quarterbacks or those wide receiver ones, the Marvins, the Antonio Browns, the Wes Welkers, if you want, when they pair with those quarterbacks, Sky, special shit happens. Special. And I'm just looking at my Cowboys, Sky. Normally when a game comes on, bro, I watch the game and I do my post-game show and I sit back in my chair like, that was cool. And then I watch the replay. I've watched the broadcast replay 7 times, Sky, because this Cowboys versus Seahawks game gave me a different type of feeling. I wanted to cry tears, might be a little hyperbolic though, Sky.
It's a little.
It might be a little hyperbolic, but every time Dak Prescott did something impressive, I cussed him out a bunch, Sky. I kept cussing Dak Prescott out, Sky. I was like, this Birch Canoe, this Negan right here. I find myself cussing Dak Prescott out because when I'm watching him, he appears to be in the cloth of these legendary quarterbacks that my whole life I wish I had, Sky. Dak got a long way to go, of course, because all those characters won Super Bowls. I understand that. I understand that. But when I watched Dak Prescott, it looked like he belonged with them dudes. I just want to prep my audience because national media is going to come up with every excuse to not give Dak Prescott his proper due as an MVP in this league. Sky, notice how Brock Purdy was like way down in the 5s, but they kept putting Jalen Hurts up there and they kept Dak behind Hurts. But then when Hurts lose, they decided to just throw Purdy up top like Purdy ain't been doing this shit all year. Whatever. Scott, I'm watching Dak Prescott, dog. And I'm like, damn, all we had to do was fire Kellen Moore. Because we always talk about those coaches, Scott.
Been saying that since Tony. Coaching matters, but people don't really care about the Cowboys. In that sense, they don't want them to have good coaches.
Sean Payton, it was like Charlie Weiss or something. Tom Moore. If you know a top tier quarterback, you can identify their play caller. Shit, Andy Reid, you know what I'm saying? You can identify the play caller and the wide receiver one and the tight end of these great quarterbacks, guy. History repeats itself in that way. Great quarterback, their tight end, their number one guy, their play caller. You identify those dudes, guy. And Dak ain't really doing this by himself because we kept talking. We talk about coaching, we talk about Kellen. And meanwhile, Kellen Moore and in an elite top 2 quarterback in the league put up a smattering of 6 points versus the New England Patriots. Y'all just get one holler.
They haven't scored more than 17 out, I don't think, the last 3 weeks.
Dak ain't never did no shit like that with Kellen. But it's just something about when all those phases come together. Mike McCarthy is coaching to be a Hall of Famer. Motherfuckers, they can sit up here all they want, Sky, and they can pretend like Mike McCarthy has nothing to do with this or he had nothing to do with Green Bay. It got to be because of star on his helmet, Sky, because if you look at Mike's resume and you look at what he's doing right now, motherfucker, Mike McCarthy need to be coach of the year. Candidate for coach of the year. Not yet. Not yet.
If the Cowboys go on a streak here, 100%.
Scott, if we take care of business, there's not a reason why. Let me tell you what I give Mike McCarthy a gang of credit for. And a lot of people gonna look at clock management and shit. In real life, every coach bad at clock management relatively. Identifying the issue and making the change. I give Mike McCarthy all the credit in the world for that, Scott. Because as a head coach in the NFL, your job is to make this thing a well-oiled machine. If Mike Nolan's in your machine, shit's kind of fucked up.
It's fact.
No matter how long he been your friend. Or Jim Tomsula. Or insert name. Just pick a guy. Mike McCarthy evaluates these dudes. Scott, how many times as Cowboy fan, because I'm a 31-year-old Cowboy fan, though, Scott, I wasn't around for Jimmy and them. How many times as Cowboy fans have we seen, pick a Cowboy coach, Wade, Jason, whatever. How many times have we seen a Cowboy head coach not address the problem? Not fix the problem? Mike will fix that shit in a matter of weeks. 1 or 2 weeks. And I'm just looking at this combination. Dak, CeeDee, Mike McCarthy, and Jake Ferguson. I'm in my feelings, Scott. I'm not looking at my chat box because I'm assuming that there's somebody in there saying, Voch, let them win the Super Bowl first. You're correct. I agree. They have to go to the playoffs and do something worth talking about. My point is, I felt like Dak has been a great quarterback for a long time. But I've never felt this way about Dak Prescott. I've never felt this way. Like this hotness that we're on, this streak that we're on. You know what I'm saying? Scott, how many times, and I keep asking you questions, but not letting you answer, pardon me. Scott, how many times have we gone into a season and we beat the shit out the first 6 teams, but we tail off at the end?
Many. Offense gets weird.
Damn, boy, Cowboys beating the shit out of everybody and blowing them out in September. November and December is the most important football, good or bad team, Scott. Don DeMarco, good or bad team. If we played them in November, December, it ain't matter. It almost seems like the opposite here, Scott. It's like we'll do our thing and we beat the shit out teams beat the shit out teams in September, and we find a way to beat them worse later in the year. Scott, I haven't felt nothing that feels like this before. And there's a 70-year-old, well, Voch, I've been a Cowboy fan since 62. Bless you. Bless you, sir. But in my short Cowboy career life, a quarterback that's hot like this, even when Tony was at his best, he was giving the ball to Murray 25 times, at least still. Tony get what, 14 carries a game? Or something?
Just about, yeah.
If that Rico get 3, CD might get an end around or something. Besides that, it's on Dak's shoulders. And Dak going out that bitch, and he just being elite, Sky. What's your thoughts on what I'm saying, man? Am I bugging? Am I being hyperbolic again? Am I tripping?
I mean, I think rightfully so. There's a little hyperbolic to it in regards to putting him there with like Peyton and Tom and those boys. We definitely got to go. You know what I'm saying? They MVPs and got to go in the postseason and whatnot. But
correct
quarterbacking, the actual like quarterbacking the position. I don't know anybody that's playing it better than him right now, and he does it just the way he's quarterbacking. Looks like Aaron. Remember at the top of his game, even coach said that Aaron when he was in the MVP. By the way, Coach McCarthy was his coach when he was with MVP. You know, he's looking like that. Peyton Manning when he's in total control. Tom Brady. So yes, he is looking like that. Play down and down out, play in, play out. But obviously, we can't, like you said. Yeah, he got to go out there and win playoff games. But aside from the playoffs, which we can't do nothing about until then, he is definitely playing the top of his game. That I've never been this confident, and it's not because of him. I said this morning. It's because of Mike. It's because of what, you know, he's putting him in those positions and Dak is delivering. I always believed Dak had this in him. It's just that I felt like, in my opinion, Jason Garrett, Scott Linehan, Kellen Moore. Now I'll give you Scott Linehan era. You know, he was a pup. But he wasn't a pup when like that second year by the time Kellen was here. He wasn't a pup. He was ready. And I just felt like, you know, Kellen couldn't really take him to that next level. He carried Kellen, and we always talked about that. And now you got a guy here who's been around the block, who's been scarred and scoring and won his battles, lost his battles, and knows how to get the best out of his quarterbacks. Not just him, Aaron Brooks. He's coached Hall of Fame Joe Montana, Brett Favre. You know what I'm saying? He knows he's coached great players. Kellen Moore coached who? Just Dak Prescott. The dude he was backing up. You know what I'm saying? So
where's my coffee?
I feel so much more comfortable because of Mike. So yeah, it's a good thing you're giving him some praise.
I'm giving Mike and Dak Prescott some praise, man, because it's just like, and I just want to reiterate because I just know that my chat and I just know that my phones act like they can't hear me when I say shit like this. I know they're not these guys, but he's in the image of those guys. He's in the image of those guys. And it's funny that you brought that point up. Aaron Rodgers said it too. Aaron Rodgers was like, yo, my boy, this ain't even about throwing the football. Like, you know, Dak makes some throws, but it ain't about throwing the football. Right. Just look at him quarterback.
Nobody's quarterbacking better than him right now.
Oh, look at him quarterbacking. Scott, have we ever said that the Cowboys quarterback is the best quarterback in the league?
No.
That's what I'm saying.
Maybe like a brief moment in 2014, but like you said, there's a context. He had an 1,800-yard rusher. And so we talk about Tony looked the best when Tony had what? A damn near 2,000-yard rusher behind him. We might not hit 2,000 yards rushing. Total.
This is all on Dak.
It's Dak, man.
This is all on Dak, man. And it's funny, Sky, coming into this season, you know, there was a lot of conversation and rhetoric around if we don't reach our goals, or if we go to the championship game and it don't work out, or just whatever happens, if we had to fire a coach, if one coach had to move on, boy, I was heavy Dan Quinn, man. I was like, yo, and look, shouts out to Dan Quinn. I was heavy Dan Quinn, man. I was like, hey, let's keep this defense together, man. This heavy Dan. We're a defensive team, and Dan Quinn is my head coach. Sky. Mike McCarthy losing his goddamn mind as a damn offensive play caller as of late, Sky. And if I had to pick between the two, I'm holding on to Mike McCarthy as of today.
We had the conversation. If the Cowboys are going to get to where they want to get to, I felt it was going to be on McCarthy to do so, and he's showing it right now. So far, so good.
Scott, all this could just be prison of the moment nonsense. There's no more room in the jail, in the damn prison of the moment. There's no more room in there. I can't even make bail. I'm such a prisoner of the moment right now. But like I said, man, I'm just going based on how I feel, and plus I trust my judging of it. I trust my analysis, right? I don't think I'm off in that way. But I will say this though, Scott. And this is the calm version of me telling you that Dak Prescott, has me in my feelings. If Dak Prescott, let's just say he runs the table, Scott. I'm not saying that he will, but let's just say this MF runs the table. and we end the season. What's the 14-3? We end the season 14-3, and all those teams that we supposed to be, those playoff teams at the end of the schedule, Dak just goes in and he just takes care of business. I'm losing my mind going into the playoffs. And I tell you why, Scott, because we always felt like, hey, if this defense is going to be elite, it's up to Dak Prescott to win a Super Bowl, right? Scott, I think whether the defense is elite or not, because this defense is going to have challenges moving forward, whether it's elite or not, it's gonna have to be on the backs of 4, even more than what I thought at first. But I feel confident about it being on the back of 4. That's the difference, though, right? Because if you told me in, I don't know, like last March or something, draft season or something, if you told me that it's gonna have to be on the back of 4, the defense, they may waver, but it's gonna be on the back of 4. I feel solid about it, but I still would like my defense to be a certain way. Scott, I don't think there's a defense in this league that Dak Prescott can't put 35 points on. That's how I feel right now. I'm scared to death of the San Francisco 49ers. It is what it is. But we got to see them. If we want to get to where we want to be, we got to see them. But I still feel like if the play calling is proper and the surrounding talent does their job.
There you go. Because we don't mind 4. We trust him. It's everybody else.
If everything is appropriate. I got Dak taking us to the promised land, Scott, and that's just how I feel, bro. That's just how I feel. I'm a motherfucker. I'm a homer, Scott. Fuck it. I'm a homer. But show me when Dak ain't out there throwing the ball up on everybody. Scott, we watched the film on Seattle, dog. We know this shit wasn't going to be no walk in the park. We knew Seattle was going to be one of the toughest passing defenses that we ever went up against, along with the Jets defense, Panthers defense, if some of y'all felt that way also. And just look at what Ryan Dakota Prescott doing to them. The Eagles are 10-2, but look at their pass defense. The Jets or whatever they are, but look at their pass defense. The Bills are Josh Allen and them, but look at their pass defense. Man, if our offensive line take care of business, then we're going to have a conversation about your cousin and my center at some point. I ain't gonna say it, Sky, man, because I don't want to sit up here and jinx us, my guy. Because I'm superstitious like you a little bit.
No, you ain't. You just said they're gonna win the Super Bowl.
I ain't saying nothing.
You ain't superstitious.
Shit. I'm excited. I'm in my feelings, Sky. I'm excited.
I understand, man. One game at a time, man. I ain't that a guy. I ain't old, but I'm old enough to know I've seen how this thing blows in the playoffs.
They wasn't foe, Sky. They wasn't foe.
I ain't talking about the Cowboys. I'm talking about the league.
Oh, pardon me.
I'm talking about the league. This thing is hard, man. It is hard. One game at a time. That's all I'm saying. I watched us go into Tampa and fucking put up 40 points or whatever it was, man. Mm-hmm. So just 1 week at a time, and let's just go from there. But I love the excitement, though. I love the excitement.
Go put a 50 on that, man. Oh man, Scott, it's exciting, bro. Come on, Zero. It's exciting, bro. It's exciting. That's all I'm saying, man. I was watching the film, man. Tiring back don't hurt. You know what I mean? You got 2 all pros at guard, and I ain't gonna say nothing else about the offensive line while I'm excited. CeeDee Lamb is just ridiculous.
Let me hold time out. You're wrong, Bachman, and you're wrong, Nikki. This has nothing to do with not knowing this team ain't it. First of all, no, this team is one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the National Football League right now. Ain't about the team not being it. I've just watched the league for too many years. How many times have we seen a top 2 or 3 team not win the Super Bowl, not go to the Super Bowl? I watched a 15-1 team lose in the first round. I watched a 16-0 team lose in the Super Bowl. You know what I mean? So it ain't about not saying the team ain't it. I'm just not ever. See, me and Voch are different in that sense. Voch is definitely, winning the Super Bowl 17-0. That I've been around. I'm sorry. 1 week at a time for me. Just 1 week at a time, and we'll get there. It has nothing to do with not thinking this team can't do it. It's just about staying what's in front of us, because that's how, in my opinion, 1-0 each week. Do your job. I don't care about 10 weeks from now.
I find it funny that you almost said you was way older than me, but you caught yourself.
I'm not. That's what's crazy.
You was about to say you way older than me, but you caught yourself. CeeDee Lamb is incredible. There's still some goofies that's out here thinking CeeDee Lamb not a wide receiver one. They got their rabbit ass mind, Sky.
Still, oh my goodness.
All wide receiver ones move all over the formation. And that's what I like about CeeDee Lamb, whether it be in the slot, either side, X, Z, whether CeeDee Lamb's in the backfield. I like CeeDee getting a handoff every game. Every time you hand the ball off to CeeDee, almost won you the damn game. Dak said at the end of the game, hey, man, you hand CeeDee the ball. He almost won the game for you last week, man. You know, just whatever. Just hand it to him and get him 20 yards. Yak Lamb, he's looking more and more like Oklahoma CeeDee Lamb every single day, man. And then he's doing the wide receiver things.
Interesting. Kellen Moore's gone. We get Yak Lamb, huh? I mean, he was getting Yak, but I mean, we get more Yak Lamb.
Right. We're getting much more.
We was, I think, 22nd in the league in yards after catch. Now, I think the Cowboys are top 10.
That's crazy. Sky, is almost funny that, you know, when I went to go watch Brandon Cooks catches, it's like they was almost all of them was crossing routes. Like every single last one of them, he was just crossing the formation, being faster than people. And I was like, But hey, tip of the cap to Mike McCarthy. He's figuring out what works. And if it's hard to keep up with fast people on crossing routes, and Brandon Cooks faster than every damn body on, cross all day. Cross all day, Scott. But Dak wasn't the only one though, Scott. Dak wasn't the only one that had me in my feelings. Of course, I said Mike McCarthy. Of course, I talked about Dak Prescott, Sky. Let me tell you something.
Hey,
Let
Jay.
me tell you something, Sky.
Jay,
Sky, let me tell you something, Sky.
Jay, come back here.
Sky.
Jay. Disloyal, fool ass bitch made punk. Jay.
That's what he said to Jamal Adams.
I was about
I
to say.
need my money.
Man, Scott, let me tell you something, man. Watching a player play can make you a fan of them, you know? Like you could be a fan of someone's game. It's when you incorporate personality and things like that that'll make that player a favorite of yours, right? I was already a fan of Jake Ferguson's game. Don't get it twisted. Me and you been fighting on this hill for a long time. We bad boys for life fighting on this hill, Sky. Let me just turn the music off for this one. Just prep my war call. Sky, I will pay money if every single game Jake Ferguson get a first down and do this and just walk on people and just walk up on people. Sky, if he just put the first down over short people every time and just walk past them, Sky, if he score on somebody that's been talking shit to him and he just look, Sky, I'll pay good money to see it. I already thought Jake Ferguson was that dude, man. We already, especially you mostly credit, but we already said, hey, man, just use him like you wouldn't, bro.
Yeah.
Just give him his targets just give him his targets, man. But there's something about that level of violence, Scott, that make your teammates want to get involved. You know what I mean? If you a guy and that's your attitude and you a shit talker, you an asshole out there on the field and your teammates see you doing that, the morale do this. That make them want to get one and celebrate. Brandon Cooks be out there celebrating the shit. Brandon Cooks been catching little ass. Brandon Cooks little ass look at people and go, with your little ass. You know what I'm saying?
If he do that, you need to start feeding Brandon Cooks. When he gets
Agreed.
the shoulder shrug, they can't see him out there.
Cooks and Ferguson. Feed them. If Schoonmaker don't make another catch, I don't care nothing about the second round pick. I don't care nothing about that second round pick, Sky. If Schoonmaker don't make another, just feed whatever you was gonna feed to them, Ferg and Cooks. And let CeeDee Lamb get his double digits like he been doing, Sky.
Now people see why our reaction was the way it was. It was because of 87. When Schoonmaker got, when that was the pick, our reaction was like, wow. Like we don't got Jake Ferguson on the team.
See, Scott, and this is what I learned about draft season too. People gonna call you wrong if they see one different thing. But just hang around, man. Just hang around and just play the long game. You always end up you and Fuss was right, Sky, at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? Schoonmaker's a blocking tight end. He wasn't ready to be a receiver just yet. You probably could have got him in the third round. I was looking at fourth, but you probably could have got him in the third round. But the run on tight end scared the shit out of him. But hey,
let him run. Let all the runs. Let the tight ends have the runs.
Let them run.
We got one. And if you got one like this, your second one don't need to be nobody but like a Blake Bell. If we keep it a bean. John Stevens is cool. You know what I'm saying? But you don't need anyway, that's we're going to a different. Yes, Jake Ferguson, a beast.
Man, Scott, man, just use him as if he's your tight end one. Just imagine Jake for it. Just Mike McCarthy. Just you know how like CeeDee Lamb had to go knock on the door, and apparently, according to sounds of the sideline, Brandon Cooks had to go knock on the door. Hey, coach, just run this. I don't know. Look, you ain't put it in. It ain't red, but just coach, do this. You know what I'm saying? It seems like Mike McCarthy opened all feedback. It's time for Jake Ferguson. Hey, coach, you gotta use me like Whitten, man. Coach, use me like Whitten.
Nah, use him like Travis.
Or fuck it. Use him like Tony Gonzalez. Use him like whoever you want to use him like.
Sure. When I was saying use him like, I meant like you don't need to take him off the field. You know what I'm saying? Remember, Whit was playing like 99%. Sure. And then when you looked at Ferguson's snap count, it was in like the 70, 65. Like, why is he coming off the field like that? This dude's a mismatch. Why schoolmate? Why against San Francisco on the second play of the game? Why is Schoolmaker and 11 personnel getting a target?
Right.
I'm not saying the throw because it wasn't a great throw, but I think 87 would have caught it.
Of course, would have caught. Man, and Scott, it's the obvious. This the big one. And look, I love shitting on Dalton Schultz because there's some fans on the internet that'll try to make you feel bad about the Dalton Schultz thing. Nah, CJ Stroud just great, and Dalton Schultz costs way too much money. I've never seen Dalton Schultz. This ain't really about Dalton Schultz, but whatever. When it's like third and long or whatever it was, Sky, Jake Ferguson catch the ball at the line of scrimmage, and he just gets you 18 yards on his own. That's when I knew. Why not get the ball to your best yak guys?
Mm-hmm.
CeeDee Lamb, Brandon Cooks, Jake Ferguson. Why not get the ball to your best yak guys? Why not? Shouts out to Tolbert. It's just not his time yet. We was optimistic, but it's not his time. Gallup, you keep blocking, you keep being Noah Brown. Shouts out to you.
Shit, yeah, I'm off. Anyway.
Scotty gotta have 3 people for 11 personnel. Like Scott.
I know. I'm stay positive. Right. Keep on keeping on.
What if they want to go 10 personnel, Scotty? Got to have 4 people out of that, Scotty. Got to have 4 receivers out of it.
I'm not.
You want Gallup in Jacksonville so bad. I'm trying to get the interview, Scott.
You should have seen me and Jesse, man. I think it was the last game-winning drive. He threw on like first down. He threw it to Gallup, right? And of course, he gets no separation. But he throws it to Gallup, and it's incomplete. We both look at each other like, hey, dog, not right now. Not right now, bro. Dog. We need it. Like, we really need it, and you going to him? No.
Scott, this how out we are on Michael Gallup, right? I understand if you threw the ball at him 8 times, and he missed all of them. I get it. One target, and we was like, all right, that's enough of that Gallup shit.
That's enough of that. We did say 2 targets a week. That's it. Hey, dog, if he don't get them 2 targets by the 4th quarter, you just shit out of luck, Michael Gallup.
It keep getting worse every week, Scott. Okay, so only throw it to him twice in a blowout in the 4th quarter. If he ain't got it by then,
there you go. He get 2 targets between 1 and 3.
Oh, shit. Scott, I looked on Twitter, and it was a unanimous, hey, cut it out with that Gallup shit.
Hey, dog, what we doing?
Dog.
Yeah,
let me ask.
Go ahead.
Let me ask you, how much do you quantify cut it out with that, right? For example, if kids acting up and they jumping on your couch, hey, stop jumping on that damn couch. How many jumps before you say stop jumping on that couch? It can't just be one.
You're gonna notice, right? And this is a very universal thing here. Uh-huh. If kids is cutting up and you can't see them, hey. And that's it.
Okay.
One target and Michael Gallup drop it, or he ain't getting no separation. Hey. And that's it.
Scott, yo, look.
You done messed up.
Scott Gallup got 1 target before we looking at Mike McCarthy like, hey, what you doing? What you doing?
Heads in beds.
Time
to go to sleep.
That's enough. Scott.
Yeah, man. That's it. We get 1 A. That's it.
Wait, that's it.
1A.
Scott, cut that Gallup shit out. Is crazy. Look at how far we've come from.
Stop running in and out of my house. Type shit.
You
You
letting
know?
the air out.
Right.
Oh, you either need to be Sky. Gallup used to be a part of the. Hey, we got 3 wide receiver ones, and now he's. Hey, you're either gonna be in or out. Oh God!
Now he's in or out. Exactly.
That's
what it is.
He's looking in the game. Leave him in the game,
or
but he
out.
blocked.
Yeah.
But if he out, don't stay outside. Don't come. Gallup got to stay outside till the street lights come on. Scott.
He drinking the faucet water and everything. So.
Oh, Scott. Gallup can't even get. And look, on that one target, that's when Woolen got his hands on the football.
I thought it was gonna be a pick.
I'm like, all the bad shit happens when Gallup on the field.
And he'd have been
Take his ass out.
He'd have been on punishment if he threw that pick right there. I'm not putting him back in for the rest of the season.
Oh. Look, if Dak threw the pick, Gallup can't get in the game no more.
Dak was killing with everybody else. You throw one target to Gallup and it's a pick. That's it, bro. I'm not putting you back in.
Sky, that's almost toxic. That's almost redhead stepchild shit.
All right, I'm done. I hate to have to do this to Michael Gallup because I'm on a 2-target train, right? Like that's 2 target. Less Gallup is good Gallup. I mean, it's efficient Gallup.
Scott, it's the bullshit. Turpin had 2 drops. CD had 2 drops.
Oh, stop.
And look, Ferg had
throwing
1
that shit
drop.
to Turpin too. Them little tunnel. Stop turning. That ain't working for Turpin.
Even Ferg had a drop. But we look at Gallup and go, all right, hey.
That's enough of that shit.
That's enough of that Gallup shit. We gotta I don't want to do that, but I was about to say we gotta sign a petition and put chill out with that Gallup shit on it. But we try to get the interview. Gallup, Mike, we saw Gallup ain't coming on this goddamn show at all. Gallup gonna be in Oakland in no time.
Hey, Michael Gallup, there's a show, Voch Lombardi. They would like to have you on. Would you like to join?
Scott, don't get fired. Scott, don't get Scott. Why you go? Scott, why you go like that? Scott, why you go like that? Scott, don't get on camera. Scott, is he on camera?
All right,
Scott, don't get on camera. Don't get on camera. Okay. All right, man. I wish they cut that Gallup shit out, but whatever. CeeDee Lamb get his. The next bunch should be
I mean, what time? I mean,
shut up. Hey.
You got one. Hey, all right.
Hey. It's all right. CeeDee Lamb get his double-digit targets. Brandon Cooks and Jake Ferguson, they get in where they fit in. I don't want to see Schoonmaker get one. Jalen Brooks, when he's active, he ain't got to get one.
I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair.
Yeah, I like
fair.
that. Yeah, he's looking all right.
Jalen Brooks then made a couple more plays than Gallup did. That's fair.
Yeah, them 1 or 2 targets, I throw him at one.
We can talk about it, but man, it's just that this offense has figured out what's good for it. That's funny, Scott. This offense has figured out what's good for it, and it's a good feeling.
That's a great way to put it. Oh, that's a wonderful way to put it. It has figured out what's good for it.
Figured out what's good for it, and look, keep doing that. Keep doing that.
It's keep nutrients
and keep stealing from the league and applying it to your guys, and we'll be good to go. Tony Pollard, hey, shouts out to you, cool little David. That's your job. Run hard.
Mm-hmm.
When you get run lanes, do your thing, whatever. What we gonna do by the center and the right tackle, Scott?
Your right tackle, I think, will be fine. He's still, this is after the ACL. I thought he'd be better, but he's not. The center, though, I think next year Terrence will be Terrence. I don't question long term. Right now, we just gotta get through it with Terrence. Your center can't get to the second level. He can't reach. I get so jealous watching like Kelsey.
Sure.
I mean, he snaps the ball, boom, boom. He's sealing. And he gets. I mean, you watch the tape. Who's 99? And he was just pushing, just bullying, bro, when he was 1-on-1. So,
I would like to be very surgical with the center position. Normally, centers aren't the most strong guys on your line of scrimmage, right? But we were spoiled with having a very powerful center, Travis Frederick. We were spoiled with him. What I would like to do is to find a strong-ass guard and make him play center. Most of the time, centers are your athletes. Centers are your smart guys, right? But they may not be your most powerful guys, because they live and die by these combo blocks. What makes Kelsey so special is he's powerful enough to block people one-on-one, but just imagine what his power is like with another powerful character. You know what I'm saying? And the Cowboys got better guards than that bunch. You know what I'm saying? So if you just had to use your imagination, just imagine Jason Kelsey comboing with Tyler Smith. Fuck around, kill somebody. You know what I'm saying? So what I would want to do is I would want to try to pattern somebody like Travis. But you would have to find a center that's smart like Travis.
Yes.
But then you would have to find somebody that's powerful as a guard that's snapping and playing center for you. And that'll be tough. But I don't want to live in this world where my centers can't generate movement or my centers can't handle studs by themselves. I think the key to a great offensive line is the interior. There's a lot of guys that'll tell you that left tackle is the most important position on the offensive line, but I trust my offensive line black belt, and scientists come up with different theories all the time and they debate each other. My theory on offensive line, Sky, is that your interior has to be rock solid, including your center. Because if you're a defense coordinator worth of salt, you can find a way to isolate a center and kick his ass. They do it to Biotish all the time. But if you look at Tyler Smith, Scott, no matter what big dog of the week, no matter who we playing against, Leonard Williams got him a couple times because Leonard Williams is good, but Tyler lock up with Leonard, 2 steps, everything stops. Everything stops after that. And if your name not stud of the team, you get whooped by Tyler Smith. I don't know if you had left the Patreon today, Scott, but I actually found that Conor McGregor clip. You gotta have some attributes, man. You gotta have some length, some size, some knockout power. You gotta have something, man. You just can't line up against me and just free flow. You know? The Seahawks got this D lineman, Cam Jones, from Mississippi State, rookie or whatever. You could tell when he was in the game. He'll beat Biotish, first of all, which is madness. But there was no, okay, I gave up 2 steps, then anchor. He'll just stop at the line of scrimmage. You want your center to be able to do that also. And if you can find a center that can do that, then what you have is that you have a center and 2 guards that can handle the interior by themselves. Now imagine what the combo looks like. I know it's early to be talking about draft and all that, but I do think it's on time to acknowledge that Biotish is a problem.
The best problem might be a bit strong for me because I do think this line is a line you can go win with. Like I don't, you know what I'm saying? Like there's not. There's
worse O lines in the league.
Yeah, this is one of the top lines in the league in the sense of you give this to other teams and they'll be like, yes, I'll take it. But his best attributes to me don't have anything to do with physical stuff. It's mental, and he's a good help guy. Mm-hmm. Like if you come and you correct me if I'm wrong here, but if you come away saying from a center like, hey, why is he good to you? And you say, well, because you know he's smart or he understands the game and he's good at help guy. Okay, but what else is he doing that's really good this year?
Right.
I mean, he's smart and you know he helps out real well and pass. Okay, but is he moving? No, he's not really moving anybody. Is he? Is he reaching? No, he's not reaching. Is he getting to the second level? No, he's struggling there. Is he athletic enough? No, he's not really. Then how can I sit here and say?
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all. That's what I see from him.
Yeah. Like I said, we got a long time to work on that. We're in the middle of the season. Ain't nothing that's gonna happen soon. And really, he's your only option. But I do think moving forward, you're gonna have to be surgical with your center position. Because I just think that's the best way to make your offensive line dominant. I think if you play a game called why didn't this run play work, you can find Tyler Biotish somewhere. He didn't move his feet.
Right.
He didn't hook somebody. He didn't get to second level. Or he became hat-on hat guy, but he didn't generate movement, so the defensive line was just able to shed him quickly.
Do you think he's hurt? Or he's playing injured?
Could be hurt. But if he hurt, he need to sit down somewhere. If he's that hurt, he need to sit down somewhere.
Because he was moving different last year.
Sure. That's fair. And then if he's hurt, he's always hurt. So it's time to get a new center. Just time to get a new dude anyway. Sure. I mean, your line, like as a whole, I think they can play well. I got faith in both my guards. Practice do not make perfect. Just he's doing his thing still. And Terrence, we'll see what happens this week. If Terrence can have a good game versus the Eagles,
yeah.
I'll just chalk it up to, okay, maybe it was a mind thing last time, but he really stepped in and did his thing. Boom. But if it's a repeat of what happened last time we played the Eagles, we're gonna come in here and have a different conversation about your cousin. That's just where we at.
Why? What is he? What is it? I think we're seeing the same thing.
Okay, sure.
Even after Philly, I just think he's winning more, and he really go up against anybody like that. But he's winning more than he won in Philly. But when he losing the same way he was losing in Philly, bro.
Terribly.
You know what I'm saying? So this isn't. Don't go into this game being stubborn. Help him out.
Sure.
Help me help you. You know what I mean? You go in there and say, 1-on-1 with Reddick and Sweat all day. Nah, I don't.
Sure.
I wouldn't do that all day.
And that's another thing I can partially blame Mike McCarthy for. Maybe Terrence still got to go knock on his door, right? Because every single week we find three offensive linemen that's tasked to keeping Micah Parsons from tearing the game up. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like every single week we go against a brand new offensive line where they find a way to make sure Micah don't tear the whole goddamn game up. And this case ain't that bad. Terrence is actually good. He just losing off the rip, or he's using a bad technical choice or a choice in technique with his hands. He'll leave his hand out too long and it'll get captured or whatever, or he's giving up too much room to the inside. He's not using his feet. He's not getting out of his stance quick enough. It's technical things that's wrong with Terrence. So you can help him. He's able-bodied enough. You just gotta make sure. You just gotta make sure that Reddick does not take the game over.
Mm-hmm.
If you protect Dak, we beat the shit out those kids. Eagles. If you protect Dak, we just can't have Dak running for his life. No matter how good Dak is at running for his life, we just can't have that.
You can't. He can't. We can't give up quick sacks. I don't mind Dak running around because he made a ton of plays on them running around. But when those sacks that we gave up, Terrence was getting beat so quick, Dak had no chance.
Yeah,
can't have that.
So we got Eagles this week. Assuming we take care of Eagles, they'll have 3 losses. We'll have 3 losses. Sky, after the Cowboys play the Eagles, just a little bit down the schedule a little bit, the Eagles got the Seahawks. Now, I don't know if this was just some we didn't got up to play Dallas. We're a desperate team, but Geno Smith went out there and played the best game of his life, even if you count West Virginia Geno Smith. And I just get sick of shit like that because teams always do Dallas like that. You think Seattle go out there and beat the shot out the Philly kids?
Nah, I don't think they go out there and beat the shit out of them. But I think they could press them. Only team that's going to probably has a potential to beat the shit out of them is the Niners and us at the crib.
Like, okay, so not beat the shit, but like barely beat. I just said beat the shit out of them.
I think they can make it a competitive game. I'm not ready to say they're going to beat. I hope they do them a route like hell for them to do so.
We'll come in this bitch and party. But
hell yeah. But if it's a tight game, I trust that Jalen Hurts is going to make a play more than I trust Geno Smith is going to make a play.
That's fair, Scott. That's fair. Boy, man, we was about to wrap up the show, man. Just because we was late don't mean we not going to shut.
I didn't realize it's for.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we've been in our feelings. Well, I've been in my feelings. You've been keeping it cool over there. I respect you for keeping it cool, Scott.
Yeah, keep it cool, man. I'm trying.
Did you have anything? Did you have anything?
The best quarterback in the league.
Was that?
He's playing like the best quarterback in the league, though. That's
because he's the best quarterback in the league, Scott. Now, chat, I'm not crazy, man. When Pat Mahomes get a wide receiver that's not dropping the football, then of course it's time to have a conversation. But he got wide receivers that drop the football, he losing to Jordan Love and shit. So what y'all want me to say? Pat Mahomes and Jared Goff out here losing to Jordan Love. Dak will never. So it is what it is. Did you have anything to say about the defense, Scott? I didn't even want to come on here and talk about the defense, man. It's just
if we ain't gonna go in depth on them. Nah, I ain't. Look, they got to be better than that. And this isn't just 3 was it 3 games in 12 days? Sure, that's part of it, and they look worn. Sure. However, this is what the 4th time. Although they got the dub this time, the fourth time they ran up against a competent scheme.
Sure.
And the Cardinals did what they did. The Eagles put up like 3 or 4 straight touchdowns. Whatever crazy thing it was. The Niners, we know what they did, and what Seattle did. This is not the Teflon defense that it was to start the season. So,
yeah, Cowboys gotta go out there and score points. Lock the phone.
The conference has been locked.
Appreciate y'all though, man. Appreciate y'all for tapping in with me. Let's get Ryan on the phone. See what he talking about. What, Ryan? Hold on.
You was ready?
I got 2.
All right, my bad, man. We had to do this. I got ahead of myself, Sky. I'm a little rusty. My fault. Ryan, what's happening?
What's happening, Voch? How you doing?
Man, life good. I can't complain, dog. What you got for the show today?
One, I don't know how Ford isn't the MVP at this point. He put the team on his back.
Yeah.
And 2, we talked about Ferguson just getting up in everybody's face with the first down and then the touchdown happening on Jamal Adams' head.
Yeah.
If you watch, there was a view where CeeDee Lamb was pointing at Adams, laughing at him.
Well, let's go pull some.
Just pointing at Adams, saying you too little, kind of thing.
On the Jake Ferguson touchdown?
Yep, on the touchdown.
Oh, well, let's go see. Go ahead then. I'm listening to you.
And then one more thing. On the Brandon Cooks touchdown, Tyron Smith had popped off the screen, not only with 1 block, but 2. That gave Dak just enough time to get that ball out.
On that same play?
No, it was a Brandon Cooks touchdown.
Hold on, time out, cuz. Hold on, time out, dog. Wait a minute, Will Steele. Wait. CD going crazy on Jamal. Wait a minute, hold on. Let me. Oh, shit. Appreciate you, Ryan. That's fantastic, sir. We about to go ahead and get this up for the people. Thank you, sir. Did you have something else?
Nope, I'm good.
Hey, man, appreciate you so much, man. This is a fantastic piece of content, sir. Salute.
Thanks.
Okay, we're going to get right up out of here. Bo. Okay, Scott, we good?
Yep.
All right, cool. So, look, CeeDee Lamb emotional, whatever. This the Ferguson catch. I think this. Yeah. This is the Ferguson catch. Look at Lamb right here. Lamb gonna point and laugh at Jamal. That's hilarious.
This is on my film session tomorrow. I'm definitely gonna talk about that. I wasn't even peeping.
Dog, he point. Boy, we could have got a flag for this. We could have got a flag, but fuck them. Hey, that's hilarious, dog. Let me see if we got any other angle of this, and we gonna get on the phones at All right, man. Man, Ryan, good catch, funny. Man. That's a good catch, bro. Appreciate you. Juice, what up?
Voch, how you doing, sir?
Man, life good, bro. I can't complain about nothing, man. What you got for me?
You ain't pointing at no crowd.
Man, I ain't got too much. I just want to say, look, man, I watch y'all every day. I watch Sky in the morning. I like when he do a Collier media, him and Collier. That's some good stuff right there, man. I went from, just watching football on TV to actually like doing some studying and like learning from y'all. So like, I don't really have too much on topics today. I just want to give y'all, y'all flowers. I appreciate everything y'all do for us, man. And, go Cowboys. Shout out to Voch and shout out to Steele.
Hey, man, appreciate you, bro. That mean the world to us, man. Me and Will still work real hard at this thing, man. So that mean the world to us. Appreciate you, bro.
Oh, got you, Fargo. Got you. Appreciate that, man.
Now, Sky, this throw right here is nuts. This throw right here is this throw and catch right here, Sky.
Throwing him open. He can't throw anybody open. That's throwing him open.
Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Working his eyes.
Look at the footwork. Like, man, he's so locked in.
Oh, man.
Right there. Feet.
Hey, man.
Pushing through the ground. He don't got that thing coming up like he used to back in the day.
Yeah, man.
He's locked in, man.
He All right, man. We're gonna go ahead and get this film off the screen.
He had a couple plays, man. Even some that didn't even get caught or got dropped. We all know the CeeDee Lamb one.
Mm-hmm.
That was just absurd.
Yeah.
That he even got it in the vicinity.
Oh man, with the and look,
I thought that's the one you was pulling up.
No, and look, Dak used to didn't even try throws like that. You know what I mean? They just weren't like safe enough. You're like, man, I can get this shit. You can. you can play.
That's what happens when you hit that, I got 109 starts under my. Yeah, I mean, he's hitting that, like you call it the Drew Brees there. I done seen everything. I know what throws work and what throws don't work. And then this offense, we talked about a little bit in the back. Yeah. There's no hesitation because I know where my guys are going to be.
Sure.
This isn't, we guessing. We playing, what we might call it option routes and shit.
Yeah. In the back. You are such a wrestling fan. In the back. In the back.
Backstage.
Yeah. Let's get Rick on the phone.
If I'd have said the gorilla, I think what's it called? The gorilla position is what they call it in wrestling. That would have really been a wrestling term.
Gorilla press slam. I know about that one.
So in the back, in the gorilla, I think it's called the gorilla's position or whatever. It's right when the wrestlers come out or before they come out.
Mm-hmm.
They have all the production set up in the back. It's usually like Vince McMahon back in the day. Now it's like Triple H, whatnot. I think that's what it's called.
I have no clue.
Yeah,
Scott.
you gotta really be you gotta really be dived into wrestling for that.
Now you got a black belt in wrestling, goddamn.
100%.
Yo, Reek, what up?
What's going on, fellas? How y'all doing today?
What's good with your player just in the gorilla position? What you got for the show?
Nothing much, but what I had to say was this. I think Mike McCarthy needs to take a page out of the San Francisco book from this past game with Philly and San Francisco and run at number 7 over there for Philadelphia, because I could tell that the 49ers was running at him, running a lot of trick plays and just running downhill at him. So to stop some of that pass rush from that side, because I really believe by us running out of shotgun so much and not trying to hit the edges, especially with Steele because he's over there struggling, I think that's affected him too, because Steele is more of a physical player, and when he runs downhill at you, that's some of his best stuff. And I started to see that we are starting to run to the edge a little bit more. So I think they should run to the edge a little bit early in this next game against Philly to go directly at 7 over there at Reddick to slow him down a little, tire him out a little bit as far as the offense. Yeah. And my other suggestion was this. I don't know what you guys think about that, even though our defense, they came up at the end of the game, they made some key stops to win that game. I see that sometimes you can learn off of your rivals or people that you try to beat.
Sure.
Do you believe that, like, this is a question, do you think that Dan Quinn is too relaxed up there in the box? Do you think he needs to come down on the field?
No, I don't think I ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah.
I just think it's his.
There's just not a lot of diversity in our calls.
Yeah.
We may get diversity in how our D linemen line up. And some little packages or whatever, but the actual calls that we run is not a whole bunch of diversity in the call. Like mixing up the looks and things like that. We're not doing that very much.
Yeah, and I don't think we have, like, when we run zone, I don't think we particularly run it well. I think we have like one true safety that can run it. I don't think the other two guys are, that great in it. I think our corners are fine. Our linebackers are hit or miss.
Back up so far?
Say again?
Why did the cornerbacks back up so far on the field instead of being impressed?
Well, you can't press all game, but I don't like the situations when they're not pressing, right? Like 3rd and 2, I'll be 15 yards. I go back to the Washington game. 3rd and 2, and Deron Bland was 15 yards. Philly, they did it in Philly. 2nd and 6, Deron Bland's 15 yards. Yeah, I don't like Voch said, we don't have much diversity in our calls.
Yeah. Okay, fellas. Hey, man, I'm glad Philly lost yesterday. I don't give a damn. I don't care if any Philly fan don't like it. I don't care. We about to catch y'all, and we're gonna pass y'all, and hopefully we stay past y'all. And I hope that they keep sleeping after we beat them. I hope they keep sleeping and think nobody else is gonna beat them, because they think we was in the dog fight with the Seattle Seahawks and got up out of there. Yeah. I hope they believe they can go beat Seattle and get up out of there too, because I think Seattle gonna give them a run for their money too.
Yeah,
I think the only loss that's bothering us if we run the tables is the Cardinal game, but I think they might lose against Seattle, man.
All right, we'll see.
That's all I gotta say.
All right, appreciate you, Reek. Yo, Scott, I ain't gonna lie though, man. Cowboy fan can sit up here and act like that game it ain't had nothing to do with us. I'd have lost a lot of sleep if the Eagles would have beat the 49ers, bro. But instead, the 49ers beating the Eagles, I was in an incredible mood. I got some good rest. I got on Twitter and tweeted some banger tweets. We laughed. Boy, Jalen Carter called them boys broke. Scott, you saw that?
Yeah, apparently because he was crying on the sideline or something.
He was crying on the sideline, man. As some Eagles fan said something, he said, I'd rather be crying because we lost a game than to be broke like you. Get your life together. Like, damn. You call them boys out for drinking Kool-Aid and eating fried Spam sandwiches for lunch, man. Get off your Philly people, dog.
Be nice if it lingered, huh? Let that linger to next week.
Oh, Sky. I want there to be so much duress.
Right.
Because they'll boo him when he run out there. Like Philly, like what I'm saying. If like
oh no, I'm
Philly
talking about next. I'm talking about this loss. Let them press a little bit. You feel like well, lost. Now we got to press a little bit.
Well, Tyler Smith is a hell of a fight, sir. He better bring his Wheaties. A big bowl of them goddamn Wheaties, some Whole Foods Wheaties since we so broke, a bushel, a batch of bountiful Wheaties. He better bring them all, because hey, if the Cowboys pull this off, and they can very much so pull this off.
Yeah, pulling it off is saying favorite. Dallas can beat these boys. It's not what we worried about, right? Yeah, but if they win,
what a celebration, Sky! What a celebration! And they gonna be like, "Oh, y'all act like y'all won a Super Bowl." So
Cowboys will be in first place if they win on Sunday. In the division, I mean. Hell. Oh, wait a minute. Time out. Depending what happens with San Fran.
Sure. Because San Fran got some games.
Now, look, I don't see them losing. But let's just say they slip up, which I don't see them losing. But let's just say for whatever reason, that day ain't their day. And they Minnesota Vikings this thing, or they Cleveland Browns this thing, and they lose and Dallas wins. Guess who's in first place?
Dallas Cowboys, guy.
Yeah.
Dallas Cowboys. They got Seattle Seahawks, Arizona Cardinals.
Actually, I don't know what happens with Detroit. I know they got the same record, so I don't know. I don't know what the tiebreaker would be.
Well, Detroit, they'll fall up under us because we would have beat them if we run the table.
Oh, we're talking about. I was just talking about next week.
Okay, just next week. Yeah. Okay. Well, next week San Fran got Seattle, then Cardinals, but after that they got Ravens. And then they got Rams at the end of the year, which is relatively interesting.
Oh, they always play them tough.
Division games are always weird over there, man.
That particular team, that coach always play. No matter how good San Fran is, McVay and Shanahan, they battle.
That's a goddamn treat, man. Hey, you know what I'm saying? But Big A, what's up, sir?
Hey, Voch, hey, Sky, how you guys doing?
Life good, player. What's up?
Gotta stop calling him Big
A. I'm good. All right. Well, I got 2 points today, and I'll just get off.
First
point I wanted to make was I wanted to give some flout. First point I wanted to make was just in general seeing how this team has gotten better. Just the fact of you've noticed how different everything changes when you start to finally get coaches outside of your own facility.
Right.
We bring in a different mind like Brian Schottenheimer. You bring in a different mind like Mike McCarthy, who come from these other teams and have succeeded.
Right.
And you see how much it's starting to blossom here in this football team. And I'm just looking back on those time periods when we used to have Garrett and Romo. And our biggest issue that we had was we couldn't even win in December.
Right.
And it's crazy how far we've come from that and how much further we can go.
Well, I'll tell you what, man, we got a long December to go, but we on the right track though, sir. We are on the right track.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure.
And then granted, and my second point I had was, granted, this is a personal point for me. It's just how I feel.
Mm-hmm.
The importance behind this game for me, like I said, I understand the division and first seed, and I want all that stuff too.
Mm-hmm.
But for me, the reason I want to be Philly so bad for this game, I want to guarantee Philadelphia has to play a wild card game. Because for me personally, of the top 4 teams in the NFC, I don't think Philly has the depth to make it through 3 playoff games. If Philly has to go play Green Bay, us, and then in a San Fran, I don't think they can do it.
Hey man, that's gonna be tough. But man, we gotta be. It depends on where San Fran's at. where I want to be at. You know what I'm saying? Like I want to play San Fran the very least at the very, very last minute possible. I want to play San. I'd rather go to the link and play the Eagles.
Yeah, squad. Yeah, I feel you. I was wrong on that, bro.
Gonna play San Fran, boy. San Fran up. You know what I mean? So
I get you with that. I do. I get you with that. Just for me personally, I feel like this Philadelphia. The one thing I don't want Philly to get is to get healthy, a chance to get healthy again. That's my only reason why. Because this team is getting banged up. Now, I know they're getting Goddard back this week, but for the most part, they're fairly banged up. They don't have a whole lot of depth in a lot of spots. So for me personally, if they got to get a bye week, if they can't get a bye week, it's a wrap.
All right, I got you, man. I mean, you know, the one reason you would want the Cowboys to have the 1 seed is just because we just play so much better at home. You know what I mean? Like that's the big thing.
And a bye.
But
one win and you in the NFC Championship game.
And the bye for sure. So we just can't play scared. You know what I'm saying? If we got to play the 49ers, I would rather play them at home.
Special case that San Fran practice too hard.
That's a good callback. Appreciate you, Big A. Good call, man.
Yeah, I was totally wrong on this one. So somebody called in last week, was like, and this was after Philly was getting all them calls against the Bills. I was like, man, I don't know if I want to play them at home because the referees, I feel like you got to play the referees and Philly. You know, man, I'd just rather go somewhere. Nah, I take my chances against the referees and Philly.
I'll take them referees. I'll take the same referees we got last game. I'll take the referees from yesterday that didn't call that pass interference. I'll take them.
I'd rather see, like you said, San Fran at the very last second possible.
I'll take Philly at the link with them referees 10 times.
And they could bring back Reggie White. God rest his soul. They could bring back Buddy Ryan. I'll take it.
I'll take it, boy. But San Francisco and Santa Clara? I mean, the 49ers and Santa Clara? Oh, or just them in general, man.
Just them in general at this point, but I can't fake that one. I just feel like they're the best team in the league right now. Now we'll see what happens. We got 5 games left. And we don't wish injury on nobody. Y'all.
They
can bring back Westbrook, Freddie Mitchell. I mean,
they can have T.O. I'm good. I'm straight. Cool. Perfect.
Send me to the link. We'll play y'all and the refs.
They can put Jason Peters in the time machine. I'll take it, my boy.
Them boys can't stop a running nose. Oh, take my chances.
Yeah. And I don't know if it was this call or the last call, but somebody was like, yeah, man, let's just run at Reddit. And I was like, that might be a good idea. But the more I think about it, I just want to throw the ball against these dudes. I just want to throw.
My whole mindset changed on this one. Going into that game, I was like, man, we can't really throw the ball 40 times, pass rush. Yeah. Man, air that motherfucker out.
Jack can't throw enough. He needs 50 attempts.
Out.
Man.
And if you do run to the outside.
Run to the outside. We can run with this over. We can run with this over trying to kill some clock.
Don't come out here trying to get cute. We going to try to establish the man. All that. They can't cover.
This should be another game where I don't want to punt the football, and you can achieve that by simply attacking their secondary. Damn,
I would throw the ball 50 times.
Damn that. I throw it 51 times.
And we at the crib, Voch.
At the crib. It's quiet. Man, come on, man. JR, what up, bro?
I don't like all the teeth I'm seeing today.
All the who?
All the teeth. Everybody's smiling.
I think he want us to be mad because we won.
You know what I'm saying? Like everything's sweet around here. I don't like it. We got Philly coming to the Dallas Cowboys. They coming home.
Yeah, sure are.
And they just got their ass beat.
Yep.
So they coming, man. We don't have no friends in Philly.
We do not.
No smiling. Oh, wait.
Spot show.
Somebody tell a joke, you cover your mouth, put the mask up.
I know he ain't the one that he calling after we beat the Giants, talking about going to the Super Bowl. What is he talking
JR called at the damn Patriots game. Yeah, what you talking about, man? What you talking about?
That's all I'm saying.
Why you smiling, JR?
He calling being prime after we beat.
I was always say
The
no.
Jets.
You a whole nother person. After the Jets
You
game.
a
What
whole
you
nother
talking about?
person.
You two people.
Michael Parsons. Dak, no smiling. All the interviews, no smiling.
I'm not playing.
That's all I'm saying. No green all week.
How you know somebody smiled? They didn't even have an interview yet.
Taking them to school. My wife gonna put on some green workout.
But my folder green.
Think she's gonna get in the car with me. I told her to take them off. Put them in the garage. They off limits till next Monday.
Oh, Sky's a bit. You ever seen Unforgiven back in the day with old boy in black and white? You ever seen it on YouTube?
It's one of the greatest YouTube videos of all time.
No,
He doing Unforgiven.
no smiling, no green all week. If you a vegetarian, no green. You're eating nothing. We're gonna eat on this dub. That's it.
Then I went to Chick-fil-A.
And when they come into the stadium,
what do you say?
And we put their face in the dirt.
And some waffle fries.
We're gonna shake their hand.
We're gonna have some siblings.
And go and get ready for next week. Because it only go up from here. We ain't just trying to win the division.
Then she sat down.
Got gold.
I said, bitch, who told you to sit down?
I'm trying to go get that trophy. They call her Tiffany. We want to bang Tiffany.
What's her name?
Bring it back to the spot. Toss her around to the boys. Go up in the parade. That's what we're trying to do. No green, no smiling all week. If you drink green tea, no green tea all week.
I'm drinking green tea right now.
Fox, that's all I got.
You can't do the unforgivable bit and not tell us, man. I'd have leaned
Sky,
into
no
it.
smiling, man. Sky, no
Come
smiling. He
on,
hung up.
man.
Sky, no smiling, man. So my boy said, I'm seeing too many teeth around here. I say too much teeth? Nah. I'm seeing too much teeth around here. Teeth. Yo, chat, no green.
Man said, I said, you better not have no siblings. I don't like it. But you ain't no nerd. Could have sworn you were.
You'll go to Chick-fil-A and you gonna pay for it.
He said, I want a chicken sandwich and some waffle fries.
Some waffle fries.
For free.
For free. Dr. Pepper.
When he told the story about the boy's sister, oh man, what a great time for YouTube.
YouTube was a simpler time.
What a
then,
great
bro.
time.
Oh man, it wasn't no, you know what I'm saying? It wasn't it wasn't business back then. It was just cool shit on the internet at that time, dog.
It's random shit, random low quality videos,
random from cell phones. Supers. Oh man, the beat cutting off. It'll cut back on. Then she sat down. I said, bitch, who told you to sit down? Okay, now you can sit down.
When he was doing a girl voice, I said, what does smell like?
Just smell like. Sky, no smiling, no laughing. Sky,
make me ask you again.
Yes, you again. Sky. JR, how you gonna call it and tell us to not laugh with a hilarious bit?
Oh man, that was gotta give me a heads up on that one. I leave
you have prolonged my smile 5 more minutes.
Facts.
You working backwards. You working backwards, my guy. What did I say? Supers. Okay, I gotta go find Supers. Sky, talk while I go.
All right, let me pull up some unforgivable stuff for y'all while he find the Supers.
While I go find Supers. But hey, I appreciate y'all for tuning in.
I looked back and said, I want a drink. I was like, give me a Dr. Pepper. She went and got the food. She brought it back and I snatched it real fast.
Real fast, God.
She sat down. I said, who told you to sit down? You better wait for my request.
Wait for my request.
Go ahead and sit down.
Oh, Sky, I gotta watch Unforgiven after
What
this.
he said, later on in the evening, I took her to Silver Ball.
Sky, what was the point of that? Like
You
what
ain't
was
no
that?
nerd.
What was that, Sky?
I don't know. He just go into the woods and start telling stories in black and white.
Oh my God. Supers.
Took out the wallet, saw some credit cards and some pictures and some other niggas. I was like, who these niggas? That's my brother. Hold on. Better not have no brother, because if you do, I said, who's this in the picture? That's my little brother Tommy. He said, you better not have no brother. I ain't trying to deal with no niggas. What did I do? You got some siblings and I don't like it. Hey, y'all about to go watch it.
Oh, Sky. Oh, Sky.
Oh, goodness.
JR said no smiling, but this motherfucker induced 5 extra minutes of crying laughter. I'm sweating. Oh, shit.
Man, he was hilarious, dog.
Oh, shit. Saw some bitches of smothering.
So the joint was like, but wait, I just gave you and you. If you sass me one more time, I'ma kill you and your brothers. You sass me is Oh God.
I'm trying to read super.
My bad. Go ahead.
Oh shit, my hair, man. My hair. Whoo.
And then at the very end,
oh,
unforgivable.
Scott, stop, please.
It's classic, man.
I'm gonna watch all the. It's like 30 parts.
I'm watching
It's
them
like 30 parts. Oh shit, Supers. Damn, man. Refresh. What's the day? The 4th. It's Jay-Z birthday, man. Recipe. Not recipe. Not recipe. Happy birthday. Oh shit. Kenny Lott and Sky. It's funny because Kenny Lott was right this whole time. He dropped 5 and says Dak MVP first team all pro.
Right.
He was right the whole time, Scott. This motherfucker was right.
Kenny Lott for like the last 4 years. He said this motherfucker gonna hit at some point.
It's gonna happen. Oh, Kenny Lott been right this whole time. He says Dak MVP and first team all pro.
I bend the knee, Kenneth Lott.
Along with we bend the knee in loyalty. Along with the Super Bowl MVP, Dak over 5,000 passing yards and 50 touchdowns. Been saying this since day one, man. We know. I apologize, man. Appreciate you, Kenny. J. Raj dropped a deuce and says Ferguson is that Negan. You're right. Sky, some people ain't never seen Unforgivable. Don't know what the hell we talking about, but they're gonna go watch it.
I'm sorry for you, but please go watch it.
Taj dropped 5 and says no Gallup is a good Gallup. I'm cool on him. Hey,
we just gonna call him hey Gallup. if we get a Gallup guy.
Oh man. Dario dropped a deuce and said draft center round 1. I don't know. It depends on the board. We'll see. Brother L dropped 5. What's up, L? He said Twitter gonna go crazy. Twitter gonna go crazy. Say Twitter gonna go crazy. Say then virtual Sky tweet. After Gallup trap. After a drop Gallup pad. Twitter gonna go crazy and say then advice. Okay, here we go. Twitter gonna go crazy. Then Voch or Sky gonna tweet, hey, after a drop Gallup pass. Can't miss show Studio 2024. And we got
facts. It. Ain't nobody gonna know, but we gonna do it.
We gonna just say, that's it, Sky. Whenever Gallup go back out there and something bad happen, we're just gonna tweet, hey, and they gonna know what we mean. Appreciate you, brother L. Brad dropped a dime and says everyone is talking about how the offense changed in San Francisco, but I wonder if this is how it looked in training camp, and if this is how it looked in training camp that everyone was talking about. That's interesting. What was this offense in training camp? Why did it change in week 1? And how much of it do we have back now in San Francisco? Like, what happened since San Francisco? It's fair.
Get mine up, man. Sometimes I change your mind.
Wolfpack Mail Music dropped a dub and says, I'm up 600 off FanDuel alone. Well, we support DraftKings here, sir. Off FanDuel alone this week, just breaking bread to support the gang. Thank you, sir. You and Sky are the best doing it right now, entertaining with good analysis. Sky called me a troll on his channel the other day, but it's all love. Well, if Sky called you a troll, you was doing something else trolling.
Somebody must have been trolling.
You must have been trolling. You had to have been trolling. Oh, Sky.
She said, "You smell funny." I was like, "That's just my BO. If you don't like it, I'm gonna kill your ass." He was a legend. I hope he's doing well. Oh, I hope he's doing fine.
Hey man, what's his Cashapp, man? We gotta go find it, bro. We gotta make sure he all right, man. Oh shit, man. Man, we just acting up, man. We got brand new people. Hey man, King Jaffe Joe for tuned in. He don't know what the hell going on, dog. You don't know when your first show gonna be, man.
Yeah, you walk in here. You just gotta be ready for anything.
Oh man.
Oh, don't bring up the Tourette's guy, because I'll go down that rabbit hole too. Anyway, go ahead.
Marcus Hardison says, at the volume, that's me, Sky, and Unforgiving guy, and his woman and her brothers. At the volume.
And Silverball.
What makes an effective elder? An elder should have the ability to show grace to others Wow. What makes an effective elder? An elder should have the ability to show grace to others while providing them with wisdom. What makes an effective elder? An elder should have the ability to show grace to others while providing them with wisdom. I'm thankful to have my brothers as elders within the nation. UNLV, Lion Sleep Outside, Hold This L, Young Pimp, Young Goat, Young Lion, Swatty Cop. Thank you very much, Marcus Harsh. Appreciate you. I mean, you got a cool little show, Scott. I mean, nothing crazy happened. Nothing, too wild happening. Cool little show.
You never know where this is going. You never know where the road is going to lead on this show. Yeah.
Taj dropped the 5, says Joy still at the pink trying to see something. Yo, relax, sir. Yo, Sky, man, we had an incredible Friday episode, man. Wolves in black and white.
I wanted to see the opening. I saw the opening with you.
Pulled out the blankie, man. Played some jazz music the whole game. I just wanted to let everybody know, man, we ain't got nothing to worry about, bro. We ain't got nothing to worry about. We out here doing great things in the streets. What we worried for, man? Keep that same energy. Hey, chat, I love y'all to pieces, man. Hopefully we entertained y'all today. If we did, drop flames, drop water, drop bows, drop handshakes and bows and arrows, drop nose wipes and finger waves, drop fours, drop MVPs. Appreciate you. Follow the volume on his social media page, The Volume Sports. Follow me on my social media pages, Voch Lombardi, VOCHLOMBARDI, and Voch Lombardi on Patreon, patreon.com/Voch Lombardi. Follow Skywalker Steele on Twitter, Skywalker STEELE, and check him out, A to Z Dallas on YouTube, 8:30 to 10:30. Appreciate you, sir. The rest of y'all, man, y'all hold down for the Dos Squaws and Peace Whiskey. We're about to go watch Unforgiven. Volume.
Shouts out to both guys. Yeah, I'm definitely about to watch all of them.
About to dance the shit out of them, dog. Hope they ain't coming to do later.
Short Bus Shorty.
Oh, Short Bus Shorty.
I mean,
Short Bus Shorty. I eat the red crayons because the red ones taste the best.